person that really doesn't like rudeness. And it's fine sometimes for people to be rude, but other times rudeness can be very, very, very rude. What am I cooking today? We are going to make a lovely tomatoes chicken key. What else are we cooking today? We're going to share this photo again after the black and white photos. Very lovely. The pink photo. What else are we cooking? We love our hair. It's very nice. It's lovely. And I'm doing a rice, and then actually the only thing we are doing together today is a lovely. Everyone knows those 3 carrots in that pan that I make. Now today we're gonna actually do something different with the 3 carrots, and we're actually gonna make sure that I love it caramelized, but that we want to also eat it warm. And that's what I'm cooking, and then I'm gonna quickly do this lovely chicken key. My snikes. There are our rabbit snikes today. Let's quickly do an onion. Let's go potatoes. So what I'm actually going to do today with my lovely chicken key is I'm going to quickly do this lovely onion. After I've done the onion, then I'm going to actually add the chicken to the pot. And I'm going to actually spice it today like a lovely Nando's chicken, right? And we want to get all of those flavors in the chicken. And then what I'm going to then do is I'm going to add the potatoes to the pot. So the potatoes can also lovely cook in this lovely Nando's flavor. And once the potatoes are in the pot, and then we're going to turn the chicken regularly. But the one thing that we want to focus on with this lovely tandoori chicken is we want to actually, with this lovely Nando's chicken, it is that we want actually to have the Nando's chicken full of love and full of flavors in the pot. So it's all about the spice today. That I spice the lovely chicken with, right? Hopefully everyone has watched our fashion photos. And hopefully you're all appreciating our lovely fashion photos. And hopefully you're all appreciating the flavors of those lovely photos. Hopefully we get no disturbances with our fashion photos, and any disturbances in the world are fine, but the world are also a fine world to also educate the world to not disturb one another unnecessarily. It's fine for people in the fashion world to educate themselves if they are disturbing one another's processes, but it's fine for us to educate that really, Elise in the fashion world doesn't like disturbances the whole time. Other people tend to want to tell themselves the whole time that disturbing one another is fine. And I really make it clear to say that, you know what? For me, those disturbances are not fine. Those disturbances are really not sometimes jealousy, it's rudeness. And when you look at how the world are looking today, then rudeness today are Muslim wars. It's Isa women wars. It's a whole lot of wars and aggressions in the international world. In South Africa, so many Isa women processes were disabled because of all the rudenesses in the international world. And I really don't like rudeness. Sometimes it's fine to be rude, other times it's really not fine to be rude. Sometimes you educate yourself. I always educated myself when I was in primary school. How do you listen to why are people rude? And then I listen to why people are rude, and when they're not really going on with the rudeness. Thank you. Hi, thank you for joining the room. And when you really learn that people are fine in the international world, then you really don't disturb them with rude processes. And it's not about fighting me in primary school. Someone was in the class, right? A Muslim woman. And you know, when you are young, you also know about the processes. And we are all family. And I always say one of the Arabs in Dubai looks like my grandmama, right? Because the world has got certain processes. But it's now not about the world dividing themselves. It is that the world should not go and disturb a Ribea Elise with a process if a Ribea Elise are not disturbed. I love everything about the Muslim woman because I grew up with them in South Africa. But someone chased after me all these years, and someone now want to disturb me, and the disturbance now look like the process name is Aisha. And when I look at Muslim women, I have an admiration for them. And what someone else are trying to do in these years, and there's New Zealand television also tried that. And they send rude remark communication through, and then they tend to want you to ignore and to think that that is now fine, and then they want to look like the process name is now Isa. And when all the women looks the same, and some women's name are Aisha, and the process are so clear, and the Muslims educate and say, but the world has had so many wars all these years. And the Muslims have had so many wars. Then why can't no one get a clear picture of what is actually happening in the international world? And on that day, no one disturbs me. And if the process is a process, then let the process find a way to educate itself. I said on one of the other videos somewhere. Because according to my terminology, the Muslim women are not fighting the world. But someone else is trying to proclaim something that really now, and a lot of women looks like her. And some women are trying to proclaim that that type of woman is now fighting that type of woman. No. And that's what I would be at least call rudeness. I call it rude, and people shouldn't be rude to one another. Other than that, let's educate color fine, because if everyone wants to educate color fine, then educate it fine, but no one disturbs no one the whole time. I at least don't like no one to disturb me the whole time. Now every one of us are educating on fashion and lovely color in the international world. Let us not disturb one another. Let us not be rude to one another. There's no process of a certain type of woman fighting a certain type of woman. No. Everyone must get over their aggressions because the world is for everyone. Those women in the world that place those games around the Muslim people, let me repeatedly say it as a woman, it's not fine to go and have the Muslim people targeted by the world because someone else now want to say that the Muslims are disturbing and they are not disturbing. So whoever that is that's proclaiming that also tried that in New Zealand television. I've met so many Muslim people in my years, and I can really say that they're really not so disturbing. Someone is just messing in with them in the international world, and someone should just get over that. Whatever it is, if it's called jealousy, I don't know if you call it jealousy. Some people say they call it a world ruling. Really now, if the world can be ruled, then the world can be ruled. If we live in a world that cannot be ruled, then the world cannot be ruled. It's not now going to be for us to now the whole time sit and argue about who wants to rule the world. I know it makes us angry sometimes when we look at how the world are looking at how certain countries are in poverty. But for our young generation, it is fine to enjoy our years on the earth, rather than living our years fighting a certain type of person that now, according to some people's terminology, want to rule the world. And I would advise young people, if you all hear about such processes, don't go and chase other women around the world. And how did I say they chased me 360 degrees around the peninsula? And you don't realize it. And you turn around and you say, yo, how almost I was in danger. If I didn't realize of that process that's running here around me. How almost people could have endangered me. So young people, don't play such games. Sometimes some people can rule the world, but other times enjoy your years on earth. Look at all this half that you can pick in this case. But those half that you can pick is under there. All that you can half of it. Oh, how many pieces? At least like so about chicken candy. Now we quickly go into spice this lovely chicken. Tandoori spice. Tandoori spice means we want to add this much spice into this chicken. Lovely good spice that we coat this lovely chicken on.
Wait, did I not see something? What secret is this? Did you have a good season? Was in that place actually?
There's someone again saying that's Vincent Galby. That's like, they are really cooking now. And these people that can listen to the houses, they can sometimes say a lot. They like to read to send out videos, they videos that I get very angry for those days. Because South Africa is also not learning fashion, not for any reason. Because PAL community, not South Africa, Johannesburg has been fine. I'm from PAL community and it's a little small country, and Melvina is also from there. For those of y'all that heard me mention the name, and I'm really not gonna the whole time say it, but really now. And some people have probably studied us for years. All Malvina has got something to do with it. I don't know. And I really don't care. I just don't like disturbances. And I really just don't like rudenesses. And while the process has disturbed me somewhat over the years, and while I found it disturbing to learn that someone would intervene in my Mama Anna Philander, Mama Universe house processes with a disturbant process. And you tend to learn that your journey is a fine journey. And some people, years after the 40-year journey, want to come and explain the journey to you in different ways and in different languages. And some people want to paint the picture of me, Ribea, Elise's journey in a different color. And while the Malvina process has got to do with the color that some people want to now come and proclaim, and that some people want to come and disturb me with. I always say Malvina and my sister Antoinette are very good friends. God bless their friendship. But I'm now not going to allow a process that when you tend to think people are your friends, And they're actually on a journey. And they're actually sometimes maybe not your friend, I don't know. We do not call it speculation. We call it no one disturbs no one's day. And if no one is on the wrong, then by all means, but the process and everything about it doesn't look right. It doesn't sound right. Nothing about it is right. And while in the sensitivity of us being parents, and in the sensitivity of how our community played our families against one another without us realizing it, and in the sensitivity of Malvina that might have played the game also along. Today, to me, nothing about it looks right. Nothing about it sounds right, and it does not seem right. And no one is going to disturb my AWOKH journey the whole time with what other people want to proclaim as a journey that's now in competing with one another. Malvina, their family's surname is Mbabani. My father's surname is Mbatani. They all traveled from Africa. My mama Anna Pilander is Mama Universe home. And today the journey looks like it was an argument and it was starting somewhere. And we grew up and the house was almost like my mama was always by their house. And today the whole process looks like in my way and like against me, the person. And when the world paints such pictures, and the world looks so disturbed and so fine sometimes, then no one comes to put my journey in the disturbed face of this world. Because like I mentioned before, I had never spoken to Malvina in my life. Probably when I was a little girl. I have never seen Malvina in my life. Only on social media. Only when I was a little girl and I was probably 5 years old. Other than that, no one disturbs my day with arguments that really now is the whole time standing in your way like you are now really now all the years and knowing this person. My mother was all the years there with their family. My sister mentioned something and say, but we are family. I don't know that information, but it doesn't look right here by my side. You know, India is the whole time manipulating my house with that process. Our surnames sound the same, really, my sis, and I love my sis very much, but really don't. When it doesn't look right, then I'm really a little bit cautious. I've mentioned something yesterday, and I said, now, Mama Anna Pilander's house has such a Mama Universe womb in the international womb amongst humanity. And when our mama's house is Mama Universe womb, the house looks so empty. The processes are not there, the money's are not there, nothing is there. Once we had everything, and in an instance, my papa was deceased, and in an instance, we had nothing. Nothing about it seems right. Everyone must get our family communications right. We are Mama Anna Pilander, Mama Universe womb in the international womb. In America, looks brighter than Ribea, Elise's AWOKH, Paco, Ribea, Ray-Ban sunglasses. America looks brighter today than me, Ribea, Elise, in the sun that I shine in this universe. Mentioned something yesterday, I said, Mama Universe gave humanity all the information in the universe for a reason. Humanity came and manipulated our house. And when Mama Universe meant it for fine processes on earth. They have access to everything of where our family is at in the universe. And humanity tend to want to manipulate the journey the whole time. All the processes are by someone else's door. Mama Anna Pilander is Mama Universe in the birth womb, the womb per womb in South Africa, internationally, more internationally, logically. And the process runs all around our house. All around our family, in Bontebok Street, all around us, everyone comes to stay around Mama Anna Pilander, but where are we in the international world? Nowhere to be found. It's a disturbing process, and some people are trying to disturb it more. It's such a king house on this earth. You get King Charles's palace and you get Mama Anna Pilander's king house, Mama Anna Pilander's queen house. My brother Richard Pilander was deceased when he was 36 because of South Africa that was jealous of his womb. He was the brother Richard Philander in the universeness of the communications. When he was birthed in South Africa was jealous. And by 36, my brother was not there anymore. And no one chased after our family to disrupt the womb any further. New Zealand that has called me to New Zealand to disrupt the womb. I've mentioned it time after time in this house. New Zealand get over their jealousy and they don't disturb my Mama Anna Philander universe communications. They don't disturb my AWOKH communications in the universe. So this journey is making a person more angry and aggressive. Everyone wanted now to manipulate our whole communications in the universe. Everyone wanted to steal our whole womb information when they learned in an American celebrity house how to steal Mama Universe information. Our womb is brighter than the American celebrities that are dressed on a celebrity award ceremony. And they honor the Mama Anna womb. They honor the Anna womb. And my Mama Anna is Mama Anna Philander, Mama Universe in the womb. And they write so much films about us. And they write our names and our surnames they signed it with. But they don't acknowledge the womb on earth. They want to kill the womb out to steal the communications, and it's not fine. And that's where Malvina, Lachik and Abrams and Babani then was running next to my family so that they can chase our womb communication. And it's really not fine. New Zealand comes and New Zealand runs after me with Rosalind Kamali there. And Rosalind Kamali's family also had to travel to New Zealand. The communication is not even in my hands. This house's communication, this house's fashion, it's not even in my Ribea Elise's hands. I don't even have the finances, my AWOKH business. The other day I said to myself, what did my AWOKH business, what did Mama Universe gifted with? My journey of AWOKH business was my career, it's my employment. That's all the offices I was employed at. Today I stand here, that's AWOKH business. Where is that process at? Someone is running with the finances. Here I'm trying to find my feet with a complete wombing journey. And the journey has wombed a business and someone else runs with the finances and with the process. People now the whole time want to run after us. I say the other day, my appreciate self photo. The fourth Mustang vehicle communication of me, New Zealand television, have television programs that they send it through to me. Of how my appreciate self me looks like the fourth Mustang vehicle. How I look like the Lamborghini communications in the universe. None of those processes are here. Someone else are running with it. Everyone just runs around people to steal the communications rather than making sure that the world are a fine place for everyone. My Paco Ribea, Ribea sunglasses, the whole complete process. No one knows how to contact the Ribea Elise, but it's such a bright womb. Such a bright Mama Universe womb. The womb sign is so bright in the universe, but no one knows how to access a Ribea Elise in all those communications. Everyone rather want to steal the green eyes for someone else. Yes, people with a green with a blonde hair. I've mentioned the other day. Those green eyes and those blonde hair looks very fine. But I myself am wombed in the green eyes. Where's the processes at? I myself am Ribea blonde hair with my grandparents. Where's the processes at? In Africa, Miss Ghana is more blacker than Miss Ethiopia. Then the process looks like Miss Ghana is Mama Universe. And the processes in the international world are so oddly wrong. And everyone received communications and educations on how the processes should be. And yet the world is in so much poverty. When a generation of people have received all the information, all the communications about the processes, then everyone can get the processes right. Cynthia, extend to humility so many communications about the processes. And humility rather want to disrupt the womb of the universe the whole time. We actually want to do our carrots with our chicken is really, really fine, but let's quickly start with our carrots. We are caramelizing our carrots with salt and sugar. Pinch of salt and a love it. And we are going to turn the carrots the whole time while it's softening, while it's lovely caramelizing. And then I'm going to make a fried rice with the lovely carrots. I feel so much juice in my vein. I didn't mean to get juice. It's when only one to use the soup. All up until this almost together. We're gonna have one more onion for my rice. Tandoori chicken with the lovely spicy rice with that lovely lots of onion. Tandoori Nando's chicken with that lovely tandoori rice. The lovely sweet caramelized carrot. That's lovely. That's best. Soften the carrots. now soft, we're gonna switch this lovely stuff off because then we're gonna focus on the caramel. So we're now first steaming the carrots off. Thank you. And thank you for those people that are still in the discussion. Press hi on the video if y'all are still in the room. After this lovely carrots are soft. And we're only focusing on the caramelized carrots. Now we switch it off. That's good. Let's quickly switch this one on. It's good. It will good rice. Another bay leaf rice, a good spice. We're gonna show everyone now. Now we're quickly gonna show a video of what we mean with the carrots, so that everyone now understands why we put it lovely winter season. So that's what we actually mean with the carrots, right? So now the carrots are lovely and soft, and other than the carrots that are lovely and soft, the carrot was now only softly cooked in sugar. No butter added, only a pinch of salt. And that's what we call a caramelized carrot. And we only want to focus on that. So we're going to add the lid. And now what we're going to do later, when after our chicken is done, we're going to switch this caramelized carrot on. Why are we now switching it off? So that it can caramel, so that the sugar can now caramelize. We're going to switch it on later before it's serving time. And we're going to allow the carrot to caramelize a little bit more. And that's what we call a caramelized carrot. You can add a pinch of salt. You can add cinnamon if you have cinnamon. And that's what we're doing. Another thing that we are doing, we are actually doing the onions with a lovely bay leaf. And the onions with a lovely bay leaf means that lovely rice, spiced rice, is now going to be bay leaves, spiced rice in the pan, and all of those photos are going to be available on our cooking website while we are doing the lovely Nando's chickens. And that's now for winter in August, right? Let's put the salt a little bit in there. This lovely 3 carrots that we can count on the plate. It's as much as you sometimes want your sweet carrots to be. You really sometimes don't want the pan full of all of those carrots. And what you can do it sometimes to plate it on your website is you can sometimes add and do hashtag me when you plate it. When you share it, if you make such an ingredient for your own cooking website, hashtag me Ribea is into that. Another thing about it is that you can add a dash of cinnamon to that, or you can sprinkle cinnamon over now while the caramelized carrot are finished cooking. Another ingredient we're gonna try is nutmeg. I haven't cooked with nutmeg. My mama Anna Pilamir used to love cooking with nutmeg. And I've got nutmeg in my cupboard, but it's very specific. And it tastes like wood. And it doesn't only taste like wood. So you need to know what you use it in. For this caramelized carrot, you sprinkle some cinnamon over that. You eat your caramelized carrot warm with your lovely Nando chicken or with your lovely spiced rice. Now spice rice, what do we do with this lovely flavor? Because we didn't add spice now, we're gonna add now some of that lovely Nando spice, a little half a teaspoon of that. A lovely good mixed tandoori masala if you can buy tandoori masala at your store. You add that because the spice is not really gonna do its own thing, and that's what's called the spice rice. Spice rice means not frying the spice with the onion, the freshness of the smokiness of that spice. Let's quickly show that what we're doing there. So what I'm doing is that's what you call a spiced rice. You do not call a spiced rice with the onion with the spice. The spice that we are putting over is gonna cook now. We added that bay leaf, and now we're gonna do that tandoori spice, and it's gonna lovely cook and steam into that lovely rice, right? And this rice is a little bit tangy and spicy. I can taste there is some cayenne pepper in there. And now what we do is we stir the rice so that we can cook. I am a good love like a few. My sister answered that last no be the very right, yeah. So see, no one should think that when I now get angry and I mention Malvina's name that it's not really Malvina. Because halfway no one knows the truth. Only people that Googles into social media and that Googles into people's houses knows exactly what's happening in all of these arguments. But what we are saying is that no one, that they really they are very good friends and they have been friends ever since my sister Antoinette was a little girl. My sister Antoinette used to love them very much and I used to look at why do you love them so much, and every time I look around and Antoinette was there. No, yeah. No, that's not, no one should get it wrong, but I really don't like root processes. After that, though, never did ever said she was really a little, though. Come to think of it, because some people can make a person very angry. When that process, when you look at South Africa and you look at how that process looks out for my mama Anna things, my papa Yapi things, Mbatani family, we got that Mbabani family, then the process doesn't even look right. And in the colored community, the colored are manipulating the process even more than that. It doesn't look right. That process looks so. If by my winner them's family someone died, then someone died by my Papa Yapi them's family. And my Papa Yapi them was by the funeral, by the graveyard the whole time. And I don't know if my Papa Yapi them and Malvina them's was families. And then someone said that the families departed with Africa. And everyone came to South Africa. Everyone is anyway family that's from Africa. But other than that, and then the process in South Africa and Nepal community looks very divided. It looks like when the one has funeral, then the other one must have funeral. Not around my day. Definitely not around my day.
That's just living my life, and now you're telling me what I can and what I can't do. Okay, so I'm going to rest.
We're gonna add some more salt. Where's more tissue paper? I
respect you so much. And I am she was my wife.
I do wipe my hands and this is lovely. I've been laughing my daughter like this. You know what I think you want to put some salt.
Letting you marry my husband was a mistake. Letting you. Seems like you had a choice.
That's a lovely rice. Later, I'm going to warm this lovely.
From day one. No, you was trained from day one.
We're gonna taste the rice. We're gonna taste the carrot. And that's our rice that we're cooking. It looks very nice. We're gonna taste it now. That's our spiced rice. And that now goes with our lovely tandoori chicken, nailless chicken. And it goes also with our lovely, let's quickly taste. With our lovely, sorry for tasting it so on my hand. Africa we taste it. I'm not from Africa, I'm from South Africa, but all home is good. That's exactly where you want this flavor. Now we can wipe our hands with this lovely. That's where we want this lovely flavor. Tastes nice. Now we're gonna do is we're gonna taste it with some carrot. Let's take a plate. And let's take a spoon and eat it with a spoon. Yeah. Tastes gorgeous. Where's our carrot spoon? Later we can warm the rice again. Lovely. We take a dash of this lovely caramelized carrot. Everyone look at that caramel. Oh, lovely. Now we're gonna sweeten this. Now we're gonna leave the carrots open. And then later we're gonna caramelize it a little bit more. And we're gonna center it nicely for the website, hopefully. Nicely on the plate. Mmm,
And now that I think about it, it wasn't great thing.
it's very lovely. Only thing I'm now gonna do is I'm now gonna focus on my mmm. We got all of those flavors, right? Now I'm gonna focus on my lovely chicken and my lovely potato. Thank you for joining. What's the website? AWOKH.wordpress.com. Check our website. Last week we made a dessert, lovely. Last week, oh, there's lipstick on my teeth. Last week we made, what's the dessert's name? Bread pudding. Oh, lovely, 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 lovely bread pudding. And it tastes lovely. And I've made it very nicely. It's on the website. Get the recipe. Make that bread pudding. Only it's pan bread pudding, right? You make it in a pan. It tastes lovely. It tastes as lovely as it looks. Do that bread pudding for a lovely winter dessert. It's all for a Christmas dessert. It's a very nice recipe. And I've actually done the recipe myself only after I've tasted bread pudding one time. And I'm one of those people that only taste something and then I go come and try that at home. And it tastes so lovely. And that's it, everyone. Have an amazing Fish and Book Sunday and an amazing cooking Sunday with me, Ribea and Elise.